Imagine a city more advanced than any civilization of its time. Towers of crystal, streets paved in gold, and a power so great it angered the gods. Then, without warning, it vanished beneath the sea. No trace, no survivors. Just a whisper in ancient texts. The idea of an ancient super-civilization destroyed in a single day has fascinated thinkers, explorers, and conspiracy theorists for centuries. But the question remains, was it ever real? Or have we all been chasing shadows across the surface of the deep? Our journey begins with one man, Plato, the great philosopher of ancient Greece. Around 360 BC, he wrote about Atlantis in two dialogues, Timaeus and Critias. He claimed the city existed 9,000 years before his own time, beyond the Pillars of Hercules, the modern-day Strait of Gibraltar. Atlantis, he said, was a mighty naval power with a complex government, stunning architecture, and technology that outshone any other civilization. It was so grand that it eventually grew arrogant, defied the gods, and was punished by being swallowed by the sea. What makes this story even stranger is that Plato insisted he didn't invent it. He attributed the tale to Egyptian priests who passed it down to the Athenian lawmaker Solon, an ancestor of his. If this were just a fable, why trace it back to Egypt, a civilization known for recording its history in painstaking detail? Some believe Plato used Atlantis as a moral allegory, a warning about the dangers of greed and hubris. But others argue that myths often carry fragments of truth, distorted through the centuries, yet never entirely fabricated. Over the centuries, Atlantis has been found everywhere. Some place it near the Azores, others under Antarctica's ice, and many point to the Caribbean. These theories, while wide-ranging, all stem from one thing: the details in Plato's description. He wrote of concentric rings of land and water, a rich central plain, and an advanced culture that used bronze, gold, and even had hot and cold running water, while the physical evidence remains elusive. Those descriptions have inspired countless expeditions and documentaries, each hoping to uncover something long buried. One of the most cited pieces of possible evidence is the Bimini Road. Discovered off the coast of the Bahamas in 1968, it consists of large rectangular limestone blocks that seem deliberately placed, forming a kind of underwater roadway. Mainstream geologists claim it's just a natural formation caused by erosion and fracturing. But to the curious eye, its symmetry and placement suggest the hand of intelligence. Could this be the edge of a sunken city? Or is it simply wishful thinking shaped by pareidolia, our tendency to see patterns where none exist? Modern technology has only deepened the mystery. From satellite scans revealing strange underwater shapes to magnetic anomalies in the ocean floor, signs continue to surface, hints without confirmation. In 2009, internet users claimed to spot a grid-like pattern beneath the Atlantic, near the Canary Islands, using Google Earth. It was dismissed as a data glitch, but it sparked the question again: are we looking in the right places, or are we too quick to dismiss what doesn't fit into our existing maps? Sometimes, science waits for permission to believe what imagination already suspects. It's also worth noting that nearly every ancient culture has a flood myth. From the Epic of Gilgamesh in Mesopotamia to the tale of Manu in India, these stories speak of great deluges, sunken lands, and divine retribution. Could Atlantis be a collective memory of an ancient cataclysm that reshaped the early world? Some researchers argue that rising sea levels at the end of the last ice age could have swallowed entire coastal civilizations, leaving behind only stories whispered across continents. In that sense, Atlantis may be less of a place and more of a shared trauma. Here's what I think. Atlantis may never have been a single city with golden towers and crystal walls, at least not exactly how Plato described it. But it may have been inspired by real civilizations, real disasters, and real knowledge that was lost to time. The idea that we were once more advanced than we think, only to fall, is both terrifying and fascinating. And perhaps that's why the myth persists. It makes us question our own place in history and our future. So, was Atlantis a real place, swallowed by the sea? Or just a beautifully crafted warning from an ancient philosopher? Maybe the truth is buried somewhere between history and myth, a city that once stood, whose memory now lives in ruins, legends, and the depths we haven't yet dared to explore. After all, more of the moon has been mapped than Earth's own oceans. And who knows what's waiting in the dark? Atlantis might not be lost, it could just be waiting for the right eyes to see it. Until then, keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep your imagination wide open. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.